Trading like a pro. If you keep watching my YouTube videos, you're going to learn how to trade like a pro. I use market structure and I keep it simple, support and resistance. That's all I do. I identify the trend and I just follow the trend. Let me break that down. What does that mean? Basically, I find out which team is winning. Remember, there's two teams. There's the people that want the price to go up, and then there's the people that want the price to go down. My job is I find out who's winning and I join the team. Simple. I'm not a bull. I'm not a bear. I just find out who's winning and I join the team. That's all I do. And if you keep it simple like that, you have a better chance of winning. That's just in my opinion. But anyways, I'm going to keep dropping these videos and hopefully the more you watch them, you understand the way I trade and you can learn something and then you can put your own skill into it and you can have your own little strategy. But this right now works for me. 6 days ago, I done a video, a very important video. If you haven't watched it, I advise you to go and watch it. The truth about support and resistance. I basically show you how to identify key levels, key support and resistance levels. Yeah. In this video, I picked a coin at random called SPX. I charted it and I explained I won't be looking to buy this coin because the sellers are in control. It keeps on making lower lows. So I stayed out of it. 5 days later, I made another video. Yeah. Moon mission. This one right here. Yeah. In this video, I explained to you why I'll be getting into that same coin 5 days ago. I said I won't be touching because it stopped doing lower lows and it started making higher highs. Long story short, I entered the trade. And in this video, I'll show you where I entered the trade. So let me just make sure I got it on mute. That's on mute. This was yesterday. And let's pause. I entered the trade. 5x leverage. 3,000, but you might as well call it $3,600. I was up $27, whatever, yeah? My aim was to make 3,600, 100% gains, yeah? That was my aim. I had my take profit at 100%. I had my stop loss at minus 16%, so it worked out me losing like $580 or something. So, I don't remember, something like that, yeah? Long story short, I'm going to tell you what happened with that trade, because literally 2 hours later, this is what happened to that trade. It went up to $1,800. When it got to $1,800, did I get excited? No, because I wanted 3,500, right? So the first thing I done was I went on a Bitcoin chart and I wanted to see what Bitcoin was doing. And Bitcoin looked like it was about to break all-time highs or it was going to go near all-time high. But me personally, I didn't get excited. I didn't get excited at all. When I saw this, my instincts told me you need to close your trade. Why? Because Bitcoin's hitting key resistant areas. And what happens at resistance? Majority of the time, the price goes down. So I wasn't willing to take that chance. Even though I wanted to make 3,600 with that $1,800 that I made in the space of 3 hours, I said, that's good for me. And I sold. And let me show you where I sold. Let's go on SPX. It's right here. Let's go on the 4 hour. Take this out. As you can see, this is my entry, this little orange line. I sold at 10%. That was 50% gain for me, yeah? Did it go up a bit more? Sure it did. It went up to 11.4, like 11.74. Let me just 11.5%. That's the highest it went to. I sold at 10%, which is 50% gains for me, yeah? I was happy with that. And since then, what has it really done? It hasn't come back down. I get it, but it hasn't gone up neither. That's because Bitcoin's starting to act weird. It's at resistance level. Back in the day, when I didn't have this knowledge that I had now, I would have left this trade running. I would have been like, nah, Bitcoin's going to break all-time high. We're going to the moon, blah, blah, blah. I don't do that anymore. I just take everything level by level. So I made my money here. I'm nice. I sold. Yeah. Made $1,800 in a space of like 3 hours, 4 hours max. Yeah, probably even less than that. I was happy with that. And I was also happy that I kind of got it right because Bitcoin came up here, it got rejected at 123 and it came straight down. And I sold, remember, I sold when I saw it going up. Let's go on the hours so you can see. When I saw this going up, I didn't feel happy. Like that FOMO didn't kick in for me because fuck FOMO. I don't trade FOMO. I just started getting scared. Do you know how many people are getting trapped right around here and that? Fuck that. I said, yo, let me just get out. And then if the trade starts looking good again, I'll enter again. So SPX, let's go on the daily. On the daily, when I charted this the other day, it was doing this. It was on a downtrend, downtrend, downtrend. And on my previous video, on this video, I explained to you why I'm trading SPX. And 6 days before that, in this video, I explained to you why I won't be trading XPX. Simple strategy called market structure, support resistance, and identifying the trend. So I basically said the trend, in this video, I said the trend is on a downtrend. I'm not trading it. And in this video, I said the trend looks like it's changing. It's making higher highs and it's making higher lows and higher highs. So I'll be trading it. I got into the trade. I won. Thank God. God is great. Yeah. So you see, if you keep watching my videos, I'm going to keep showing you how I trade. And hopefully you learn something and then you put your own skill into the way you trade. And then you can have your own little strategy. But this strategy works for me. Like it always works for me. Like if you look at my shorts, let's go on my shorts. I show all my entries. Like not my entries, but I show my style, and it's always market structure. Literally, it's like I trade pivot points when like the more I explain it, you're gonna get it. But look through my shorts, you'll see in it. But and you see when you see crazy shit like I lost 32 and 60, that's all just clickbait. That's just so people can just, like if you can't beat them, you join them. All these like crazy shit like, oh, I made 19,000 in 9 seconds, like 9 minutes. It's all just, just so people can actually just go on the page. But real traders know, innit? You can see my margin, you can see what I'm doing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like all of this is just clickbait. But if you actually watch the videos, you're gonna see my margins. I'm showing you my margin, I'm showing you my leverage, I'm showing you my stop loss, showing you my take profit, and you start realizing like, oh shit, this guy is trading properly. But when you see these titles, it's just for the views, innit? Remember, I'm trying to make this channel grow. That's the only reason I say weird titles on my thing. It's just so I can get traction flowing my way. That's all it is. Do I want to do it? No. But there's a lot of people doing it, yes. And you know what they say, if you can't beat them, you join them. But anyways, let's go back to the charts. Now, how am I going to trade XPX again? I need XPX to do a nice little high and low. I need it to come down. This on the daily. Let's go on the 4 hour, yeah? I mean, right now, it can literally just pump up. And again, remember, you need to understand, this is resistance. Resistance all here. All of this is... So if I do this, all of this is resistance, right? So right now, long in it doesn't make sense. I'm just being real. But if it does something like this, break that, and then does this, I'm in again. Stand that green. That's my entry. And that's just how I trade. And does it work for me? Yes, it works beautifully. And I always got one eye on Bitcoin. And I also got one eye on USDT dominance. You know why this is pissing me off? Because on my previous video, I explained to you, I said, yo, if this shit starts doing some, because it was at support, even though it went below support for a little bit, but look, it's come straight back here. Look, it's literally done. I said, if it starts doing this, the longs ain't gonna look good. And look, it's doing it. So right now, I'm not looking for any longs. I'll tell you that from now. USDT dominance needs to dump. Let's see what Bitcoin dominance is doing. Look at that. This is, it's even though it's hitting resistance, let's go on the daily. This is scary because if it breaks this resistance, boy, all of these coins are gonna go down. They're gonna dump. So right now, I'm not looking for any longs. And I just gave you my reasons why. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, hit me up in the comments. I explained to you how important Bitcoin dominance, USD dominance, and all of those dominance, like they are important, yeah? Because I see a lot of traders doing live trades and they're just looking at Bitcoin and they're going, yeah, it's time to go in. And they're not even looking at what Bitcoin dominance is doing. They're not even looking at what fucking USDT dominance is doing. They're just doing some crazy shit on their lives. Swear down. It's like each to their own, I guess, innit? But anyways, that's where we're at right now. And why did I do this little line, yeah? Let's turn this green. The reason why I done this, yeah? If Bitcoin was moving like this, it would make me feel so much happier and it will give me more confidence in this uptrend. I just don't like the way it just went boom, straight up. That's, to me, I don't like that. I really don't like that. But you see, if it was going up like this, like up, down, up, down, up, down, every time it went down, it didn't go below its previous low, and it kept on going higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. This would have gave me so much like confidence. I would have been like, cool. And you can easily trade this as Bitcoin comes down to do a higher low. You quickly go in your altcoin, whatever coin it is, you chart it and you enter. Bitcoin does a higher high. You start thinking about what you're doing with your altcoin. Like, this is a nice uptrend. If Bitcoin was doing this, I'll still be in my SPX long, but it's not doing that. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why I exit this trade. So like some might say, oh, you're a pussy, bro. You should have stayed in that trade. Did it then. But mate, I don't want to hear it. Look at all these, look, you see all these wicks? That's telling me selling pressure, selling pressure, selling pressure. Plus Bitcoin got rejected at resistance. Look at that, selling pressure. Plus USDT dominance is at support. Are you all right, bro? Like, you're buzzing if you think I've done the right. You're buzzing if you think I've done the wrong thing. And again, everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. The way I trade works for me. And do I think I'm better than other people because I use my strategy? No, I'm just doing something that works for me. So hopefully by me posting these videos, all of these videos, ain't even a lot. Literally got 46 videos. Most of them are shorts, yeah? By me posting these videos, the more you watch them, hopefully you understand how I trade. And then you can mix that with the way you trade. And then you can have your own little pattern, the way you trade. And you can have your own little strategy. But anyways, this is a quick video showing you my trade. And just to prove to you, I did exit that trade. There you go. Bought here, as you can see. Bought right here, as you can see. Sold there. And look, I sold exactly at resistance. All of this is resistance. I didn't wait for it to come here, here. I sold here. Literally, that's the kind of, see this S? That's where I sold. And since I sold, what did it do? It went up by another 1 more percent. The way I see it, I'm winning. Do you get what I'm saying? Happy days. But anyways, like, subscribe, all of that. I'm going to hit you up with more videos.